Good morning, students. So now today we are going to start chapter number 3. The name of the chapter is Advertisement and Sales Promotion. So first of all, we have to do the meaning of advertisement. Meaning of advertisement. This meaning of advertisement. The meaning of advertisement is the advertisement means to make the goods popular in the market. There are different ways of making the goods popular in the market. It is one of the way to reach the consumers, to inform the consumers, to connect with the consumers, to inform the consumers about the quality, price, all the information regarding the goods to the consumers. So, advertisement spreads a knowledge to the consumer. It is done by a particular identified sponsor. It's always a paid form of communication, which a producer who is willing to do the advertisement, always he has to sponsor for the advertisement. He has to spend money for the advertisement, so to make the goods popular in the market. So this advertisement influence it create an awareness in the mind of the consumers. That awareness, and afterwards it creates into the desire, and the consumers they incline on that product, and finally the desire is converted into the buying process. So this is the main objective of advertisement, to attract the consumers so that the business firm can sell more and more goods. The demand of the goods will increase by advertisement, so the consumers will buy more and more goods. This is the primary motive of the advertisement, is to make the goods popular, make the goods, to create more and more demand in the market, and to sell more and more goods to the consumers. So this is the advertisement. There are different advertisement is done. You have seen advertisement nowadays very popularly. It is given television, TV advertisement. That one of the most popular advertisement you have always seen in this different kind of advertisement comes. So advertisement is also given in the newspapers, different newspapers, magazines, posters are hanged in the busy places, the market, railway station. So there are different hoardings are hanged in the busy places. So all these are the advertisement. So anyway, it helps to connect. The advertisement helps to connect with the consumers. It increases the demand, it increases the interest, and the interest, desire. First of all, it creates the interest and desire in the mind of the consumers. Finally, that interest and desire will be converted into a demand. So that demand leads the consumers to buy more and more product. So advertisement. So they are always. It is impersonal form of presentation. Promotion of the product. Promotion means to sell more and more goods. So there is no face-to-face contact with the customer. The producer, the owner of the goods, the producer, and the customer. There is no face-to-face connection. There is no face-to-face contact. So producers, they always advertise in the internet or in the various medias are there, TV channels or through internet or through mobile or through the help of different magazines, posters, hoardings. So in this way, it is always a paid form of communication. So without spending money, without spending the money, advertisement cannot be done. So there are very, it is very expensive also. It is a advertisement is an expensive. So It is always issued by a particular identified sponsor. The advertisement contains the name of the advertiser who is doing the advertisement. So that advertisement is who is doing sponsor. Particular, suppose if Amul product is advertising done by the Amul, so Bajaj advertisement is done by the Bajaj, or Hero Honda advertisement. So in this way, it is a mass communication. It is the information communication at a time. It reaches to the different category of the consumers at a time. So in this way, that this advertisement is a direct the message is directed to the large number of the people simultaneously at a time. It reaches the message, the information to whom it is meant for. It reaches at a time to a large number of people. The information of what you want to spread, the information about the product, that information, that message is spread at a time to the consumers, various consumers simultaneously. So advertisement and the publicity is different. So there is a difference between the advertisement and the publicity. Advertisement is done by the, you have seen difference between the publicity and advertisement also now. Difference between advertisement and publicity. Advertisement and publicity. Advertisement is done by the particular sponsor. It is done, as I said, it is done by the Hero Honda, or it is done by the Bajaj, it is done by the Bata, or any name of the product who has done it. So, but whereas in the publicity there is no particular identified sponsor, no sponsor is there. Advertisement is a paid form of sponsor. It is a paid form, but it is not directly paid by the sponsor. No payment is done here. It is always impersonal. Advertisement, the producer, manufacturers have not directly contact with the consumers, but it may be both. It may be personal also. It may be impersonal also. So in this way, advertisement has a commercial value, whereas publicity has no commercial value. It is not for creating the demand and all to increase more and more sales. Publicity is not for increasing the demand or create more sales. It has no commercial value. But whereas advertisement is mainly done for increasing the demand to sell more and more product. Main reason behind the advertisement to increase the sale. But publicity is not to make goods popular in the market. Okay, so this is the difference between the publicity and the advertisement also. So after that, we'll go to the importance of advertisement. Importance of advertisement. Advertisement is very indispensable now in modern days. In this present world, without advertisement, no business can survive. No business can continue the business operation, because there are so many challenges a businessman has to face from the different competitors. So in regard to the price, quality, time, so there are different issues out there. So a producer, a manufacturer has to face with the competitors. So advertisement is very helpful for particular manufacturers. It has a very great importance for a manufacturer or for a producer. Without advertisement, without this advertisement, the businessman cannot do the business. He cannot be isolated from the business. He has to do the advertisement. If he is not doing the advertisement, so he has to be out of the market. He will be out of the business. So advertisement is therefore it is must for the traders. Why it is must for the traders? Number one is meeting the competition. There are so many meeting competition. There are so many competitors are there in the market selling the same type of product under a different brand name. A producer has there are many competitors. So he has to challenge the competitors. If we do not do the advertisement, that means he cannot sell his product. So to combat the challenges of the different competitors, he has to do the advertisement and stimulate demand also, to keep the continuous demand. Steady demand for continue. If there is no If there is no advertisement, so people may forget the product. So advertisement should be done continuously. Otherwise, it will be out of mind from the consumers about that product. So to keep the image of the product in the mind of the consumers continuously, the advertisement should be done continuously, steady steady demand. To keep the demand continuously, there must be advertisement, higher sale volume, and advertisement, higher sale volume. Advertisement increase the volume of sale by creating more and more demand, more desire in the mind of the consumers. It creates awareness. It creates awareness in the mind of the consumers. The awareness will be converted into the desire. The desire will be converted into demand. That demand will leads to more and more sales. So that's why advertisement. The main primary function of the importance of advertisement is to increase the volume of sales, because it creates more and more demand. So repeated repeated advertisement creates new and new consumers. Today they may not like the product, but if you show the advertisement every day, so that will attract the consumers. It will make the consumers to buy the product. So that's why it will increase the sale of the product. So introducing a new product is introducing a new product. Introducing a new product. Those businessmen who are manufacturers, they are new in the market, so their products are unknown to the consumers. For them, it is very, very essential, mandatory, essential, indispensable for that businessman, manufacturers, to do the advertisement, to make his goods popular in the market, to make the awareness in the mind of the consumers regarding that product. So he has to give lot of information about his product, because he is new in the market. His product is unknown to the consumers, so he has to inform the consumers. So it is very, very essential, indispensable for the newcomers who are coming in the market for the first time. So for the new manufacturers, so for the beginner, those who are going to launch the product, so for them this advertisement is very, very, very helpful for them. It is very important for them. It is very indispensable for them. That's why advertisement is very important for the traders. So these are the importance of advertisement for the traders. So advertisement, economic of scale, advertisement helps to leads more and more sale. More sale means a producer has to produce more and more goods. So more goods produced means the cost of the production will be decreased. So in this way, if the cost of production decreases, the seller can sell goods at a less price. So that is known as an economy of scale. So advertisement helps to distribute the goods in a huge quantity, mass quantity. So definitely that will reduce the dependence on middlemen and dealer, and are more willing to stock and sell advertisement goods. So directly distribution of traffic turnover helps to reduce the cost of distribution. Because of the advertisement, there is more and more demand. So more and more demand is huge demand. The producer can directly sell the goods to the in the market without any help of the middleman. So that will definitely the middleman profit will be decreased, cut. So that means finally the consumers will get the goods at a lesser price. So that is known as an economy of the scale also. So because of the mass distribution means huge sale, steady demand leads to large scale and the regular production. Because of the mass distribution of the goods and the demand is continuously demand, so that will lead to large scale production. Definitely large scale production, and the production is regularly, so that will definitely the cost of the production will be less. So in this way, goodwill advertisement helps to increase the name and fame, reputation of the businessman, manufacturers, so producers, the market. So it will increase the name and fame, good name in the market. It makes the goods popular. Advertisement inform the consumers about everything about the product. So that means that all the consumers come to know about the goods, about the product. So it makes the goods popular. It will earn a very high images in the market. So this is goodwill can be earned. Goodwill means good name, reputation, images of the product, images of the manufacturers. So that can be earned by the advertisement only. So that's why advertisement is very, very helpful for the traders. These all are the advantages on the goodwill. So these are the advantage of advertisement, or importance of advertisement to the traders. So So to the customers, you can see advertisement. These are advertisement. These are the importance of advertisement to the traders, producers. Meeting the competition. A producer has to challenge so many competition in the market with the different competitors selling the similar product, the different brand. So they have to combat the challenges without advertisement. A producer cannot do so. To keep the demand steady, same continuous demand. So advertisement is must. Higher sale. Advertisement will increase the demand of the product, so that will lead to the higher sale, increase the volume of sale in the market. So for the new producer, new businessman, it is very important because he has to inform about the product to the consumers. So it is very helpful for introducing new product in the market. So new producer, for them it's very benefited by the advertisement. So goodwill is a reputation, name and fame of the products, so that will increase the name and fame of the producers as well as manufacturers of the product. So to earn these good images, high reputation, good name in the market, good images in the market, only the advertisement is helpful for this advertisement is very helpful for this producer to earn a very good name, reputation, high name, so popularity, brand popularity in the market. So that is known as goodwill. Goodwill means to earn the name, prestige. To earn the prestige, to earn the good name, recognition about the product. All people will come to know about the product. The goodwill will be very high. The reputation will be high. Name and fame will be very high. So this is how the goodwill can be earned by the producer. So by the advertisement. So these are the importance of advertisement: meeting, competition, steady demand, higher sale, introducing a new product, goodwill. These are the advantages from the viewpoint of producer. Now now from the viewpoint of customer, how advertisement is helpful for the customer. Customer, the benefit is also benefited to the customer with convenience. Number one is convenience. Advertisement makes the goods popular in the market. The consumers already come to know about the product, what they want to buy, so they can save their time because they don't have to ask so many things to the shopkeeper when they buy the goods. They don't have to inquire much more because they have already got the information from the advertisement. So it will save the time. They will just directly go and ask the product to the shopkeeper to give them. So because they already no need of asking so many questions to the seller also, because already they come to know about the goods from that advertisement. So in this way, advertisement makes shopping easy also. It helps reduce the time. So people become aware of the source of available different product, need and search out of them. People already come to know about the product, so they whatever they want, they go and search that product only. Nowadays, it's also this is also very important for the salesman also, because they do not have to explain to the consumers. So it is helpful for both customers as well as the seller. So educating the customer. Next is educating the customer. So it gives a lot of information to the customer. So about the price, about the quantity, about the quality, and regarding the ingredients used in the product. So whether to buy or not, the consumer comes to know by the means of advertisement. Regarding shape, color, size, weight, every information about the product is given to the consumers. So it gives a lot of advertisement, gives lots of knowledge to the consumers. So that makes the consumer to choose the product to buy or not. So it will enhance the knowledge of the consumers by giving lots and lots of information. So this is how the consumers are educated. So advertisement gives a lot of information, knowledge about the product to the consumers. So this is educating the consumers. So it will make them to choose the product. So after that, lower price. So advertisement, as I said, advertisement means increase the demand in the market. Demand means more sale. When there is because of advertisement, the huge quantity of the goods product are sold in the market because of advertisement. Because it makes the goods popular, demand is increased. So as the demand increases, there is more and more sale in the product. So because of advertisement, there is a huge sale in the market. Then when there is a huge sale in the market, there is more production. When there is more production, the cost of production will definitely fall. So in this way, this will ultimately benefited by the consumers, that they get the goods at a reduced price. Because when the producer produce high quantity, huge quantity of goods, the cost of production will fall. So that cost of production fall means the selling price will also fall. That's why consumers get the goods at a lesser price. So because of the effective advertisement reduce cost due to the large scale production and eliminate the wholesaler also. As a result, customer get goods at a lower price. So this is price of advertisement goods fluctuates less widely, and traders cannot easily exploit the consumers by overcharging us. Because of advertisement, we already inform the consumers by about the every information of the product to the consumers regarding its price, weightage, quantity, quality, everything. So the businessman also may not overcharge the consumers, because consumers are already given the knowledge about the price also. They already know about the price, so consumers cannot be cheated here also. So in this way, consumers get a better quality goods also. Better quality goods. As I said in the last, that advertisement increase the goodwill, good name, reputation in the market. Prestige, it will increase the prestige, because the prestige matter. Because the advertisement goods has become so much popular in the market, it has acquired the recognition in the market. People come to know about the product. It has good goodwill in the market. So the quality of the product also producer has to maintain that. They cannot sell the poor quality goods, deteriorate quality of the goods. The quality of the goods should be now increased, because it has already earned the recognition in the market. It has already earned the brand name in the market. So the quality of the product cannot be decreased now here. They cannot compromise with the producer, manufacturers cannot compromise with the quality of the product, because the goods because of the advertisement, the goods has already become well recognized in the market, well popular in the market. It has already earned a very high brand name, high goodwill in the market. It has a very huge respect in the market. So that product now, if the manufacturers try to decrease the quality, again they will they cannot do so also. So that's why always consumers, because of the advertisement now, the producer always try to keep his reputation also. They always try to produce better and better quality of the goods. So this is because of the advertisement. So in this way, it is very helpful for the society. So these are the importance of advertisement for the to the customers. Now advertisement is also helpful to the customer, convenient. How advertisement is helpful for the customer? It is helpful for the customer because it will be easy for the consumer to decide what to buy, what not to buy. It also give a lot of information, knowledge to the consumers, so it educate the consumers. And because of the advertisement, the price of the product will come down low, because of the huge demand, regular production, high production, the price of the product will come down. So better quality also, because of advertisement now, the quality of the goods always increases. So this is from the advertisement advantage to the customer. However, what are the advantages of advertisement to the customer? So convenient, educating the customers, lower price, better quality. So again, now importance of advertisement to the society. How advertisement is helpful, important. What are the importance of advertisement to the society? Here, employment generation, number one. Employment. Because of the advertisement now, many young generation will get job. If they are a good singer, they will get singing part. If they are musician, they can compose the music for the advertisement. If they are good artists, they can draw a good picture for the advertisement. Many agents are there. They go door to door to sell, but that's also an advertisement. So hanging the pictures, making the posters on the picture on the wall, hanging the banners. So that definitely increase the employment generation. So again, because of the advertisement, there is a high demand. High demand means there is a more and more sale. More sale means there is more goods are to be produced. So definitely more and more laborers are required in the factory manufacturing place. So more and more laborers are employed here. So definitely it is very positive for us. So it is very blessing for the society also. So society are benefited because of the advertisement. There is a generation of employment opportunities for the young generation, talented people, of the talented youth of the country. So That's why it is very, very important advertisement, important for the youth of the country. So after high standard living, high standard living. So because of the advertisement, now people get good quality goods, better quality goods, whatever goods they want, those type of goods they are getting. So definitely whatever goods consumers like, they are getting at a reasonable price, definitely that will increase the living standard of the people. Definitely people are employed, their children will, when people get employed, they will get salary, they will start also earning. So their living standard will increase definitely because of the quality production, because of the employment opportunity, the living standard of the people also increases because of this. Number one, first is high living standard. People life will be very comfortable. How first only because of the first point only, people start earning money. They are getting good quality goods. They are getting good quality goods at a cheaper price. Definitely. So whatever goods they want, they get. So their life will be very comfortable, luxurious. So that definitely the society will lead a very high standard life. So definitely the life of the society will be high standard. Again, sustains press also. Sustain to keep for longer period of time. Press media are surviving. Media are surviving because of the advertisement. So many people are manufacturers doing advertisement to the newspapers, magazines. So whatever advertisement covers, so the businessman they pay to the newspaper. So in this way, press media are they are surviving the market. Because see that the cost of the newspaper is only 5 rupees or 6 rupees, but they cover the entire world, the whole world news. In the 5 rupees, within the 5 rupees, we will come to know about the whole world knowledge. How it is possible? Why it is so cheap? The whole world knowledge, that also current knowledge. So we are getting at a very cheap rate. How it is so? Because in the newspaper there are so many advertisement columns. So all these advertisement columns, the producer, the manufacturers are paying to the newspapers, channels. So in this way, in TV, many advertisements are done. So these advertisement channels, they pay, the manufacturer they pay to the advertisement channel, to the advertisement channel. In this way, the press media are also sustaining for a long time. So because of the advertisement. So this way there are many advertisements to the societies. So this much. Today there are more points. You can go through the advantage of the advertisement is important. We have done advertisement, meaning of advertisement, the features of advertisement, and the importance of advertisement to the to the business, how advertisement importance to the business, that is manufacturers, how advertisement is important to the consumers, customers, how advertisement is important for the society. So this much for today.